The New York Knicks just beat the Milwaukee Bucks on Christmas Day. We're going to break that game down. A lot of the Knicks' big players, they showed up. Big game from Jalen Brunson, Emmanuel quickly. RJ Barrett was really good, and Julius Randle. We'll react to that around the corner. But I really want to share my thoughts on the reports that came out this weekend from a lot of Knicks insiders, Ian Begley, that the Knicks are interested in Dejounte Murray, and prominent people in the front office believe that Murray is the perfect Knicks trade target. We'll talk about that. But let's give the flowers to Jalen Brunson. Look, it's always fun when the Knicks play on Christmas Day, and he lit it up in the Garden. 38 points, 6 assists, 0 turnovers, though. That's what I like to see from Brunson. He came out right out of the gate and started attacking. He had 6 of the Knicks' first 8 points, I believe. And at one point, it was only Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett that had scored throughout like the first 5 minutes of the game. A lot of talk about how Jalen just can't be that go-to guy, right? Too small. He's 6'2". Hubie Brown let us know about 75 times on the broadcast. But when you play like this, and you outplay Damian Lillard, and you outplay Giannis on the biggest stage in the NBA's regular season, I don't know. The dude's pretty good, and I'll take him on my basketball team any day. Hats off to Brunson. Played his butt off, and I'm just happy he's a New York Knick. So good, though, to see also Julius Randle in a big moment, in a big stage, heightened intensity, play good basketball. Because Christmas Day against the Bucks, that's the closest thing outside of the in-season tournament. You're probably going to get to playoff action and a playoff-type atmosphere. And we know Randle is struggling in their situations. But he played good today. And what I liked was, we've seen so many times in the past Randle become disengaged at times because he's not getting a lot of offensive touches. He's not getting a lot of looks. And to start this game, it was the Brunson and Barrett show. Randle stayed the course, played good defense, especially good defense on Giannis in that first half. I thought he met physicality with physicality, and he played good. Giannis had a great third quarter. But if you really watch that game, in the first half, he was a non-factor, in large part because of what Randle did on the defensive end. Look, he's a great player. He's going to get his. But the Knicks, I thought, contained him, made him make some bad decisions and have some costly turnovers. Played well, but he was outplayed by Jalen Brunson. Damian Lillard, also a really good game. The stats, like when you just think about it through the game, it didn't feel like you were playing a Bucks team that had Damian Lillard get 32 and Giannis almost get 40. You look back and they did, and when you're able to beat that team, when those two guys go off like that, that's good for the confidence and just the overall morale of this team, who struggled against top teams so far this year, but I like the way they played, and I was very proud of the way RJ Barrett played. He has struggled mightily throughout the past month at this point. A lot of people know that, and we can all agree. Did not play well against the Bucks on Friday, but he came out, he got downhill, he made a three, kept on attacking. He was relentless time after time getting to the cup. I thought RJ Barrett played well, and this Knicks team needs him to play well. Because more than likely, and you can go back and look and check it, when he plays well, the Knicks are going to win. And that's why I always think he's the biggest X factor. Isaiah Hartenstein stepping up in the absence of Mitchell Robinson does what Isaiah Hartenstein does. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, efficiency, defense, heart, intensity, and just grit. He gave you that. And his brother, his guy, Josh Hart, he did the same exact thing. How many times have we seen Josh Hart play like this? I know there's a lot of talk about how Josh is overpaid at this point, not playing good basketball. He does all the little things. He makes all the winning plays, for this team. Did that tonight. I like how he got active in the fast break. There was one sequence where he pushed the ball, he swung it to an open Emmanuel quickly, and he knocked it down. And the very next possession, he went coast to coast, got to that right hand, and laid it up. Love the way he played. And in a matchup against the Bucks, where he's got to play a bigger guy like Bobby Portis, he met that. He answered that bell today, and I was proud of the way he played. Huge win for the Knicks. Always fun on prime time, especially on ESPN, since all they do is talk about negative stuff for the Knicks. It's pretty crazy. Just want to say I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Look, it's Christmas Day, and you guys could be doing anything. So I just want to say appreciate it for tuning in and subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to pump out content. We've missed a couple of watch parties throughout December. I've been really busy going back and forth from home to work. We're about to crank it up in the new year. So subscribe for free Knicks content every day. We're going to get to those Dejounte Murray trade rumors coming up in a second. But first, I got to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Factor. Go to factormeals.com/KnicksChat50. Use that promo code KnicksChat50, and Factor is going to hook you guys up with 50% off. Look, if you live a busy lifestyle like I do, and you don't have time to go to the grocery store, you don't have time to prep your meals, you're not interested in meal prepping, Factor is the spot for you. Meals that are dietitian approved, chef prepared, ready to eat in just 2 minutes, fresh, never frozen meals that taste amazing, and they make you feel good about yourself, help you meet your fitness goals, and so much more. Get hooked up with Factor. That's factormeals.com/KnicksChat50 and use that promo code KnicksChat50 for 50% off. All righty, let's close the show talking about a potential trade target for our New York Knicks. Ian Begley, Fred Katz, Stephen Bondy, they all reported, as well as Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype, that the Knicks are one of a couple of teams that have shown interest so far in the Atlanta Hawks two-guard Dejounte Murray. The quote from Ian Begley was, prominent members of the Knicks front office see Dejounte Murray as an ideal fit on this Knicks roster. And when you just think about it, it makes a lot of sense, right? 6'5" guard. He can handle, he can create, and he's shown that he's gotten better as a three-point shooter every year, and he's also a guy that can lock up on that other end. This year so far for the Hawks, 20 points per game, just over 4 rebounds, going to get you almost 6 assists per night, and he's been really efficient, 46+% from the field and almost 39% from downtown. I think Murray is an absolute great player, and I think he would be a good fit next to a guy like Jalen Brunson. Question is, of course, what are you going to give up in a deal for him? I'm assuming that the Atlanta Hawks would probably want R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, and a couple of first-round picks. And I wouldn't be against a trade like that because of games like today. And I don't want to just be totally duped by a game in December by the Knicks where they beat the Bucks after they just lost at home 2 days before. We had 4 players go for 20 points tonight. Brunson, Randall, Barrett, and Quickley. And when the Knicks have those 4 guys play their best game, they're going to be a really hard, tough team to beat. And that's been shown. Murray's a great player, though, and I think he would fit really well in a Knicks starting lineup. But if I am trading for Murray, I don't think that solves the New York Knicks' complete problem. They still need that multifaceted wing. They still need that 6'8", 6'9" small forward that could shoot above league average from 3 and defend multiple positions. Murray helps you there because I think that he is a guy that can guard 1 through 3, but you're still a little bit small. And you're giving up R.J. Barrett, who's really your only true wing on this roster. If the Knicks did make a trade with the Hawks, I would be interested in a guy like Saddiq Bey, former Villanova Wildcat. If you could find a way to maybe trade, saw it on the internet, just a thought, maybe RJ, Quickley, couple of firsts, throw in Fournier, get Saddiq Bey and Dejounte Murray, I would love that. If I had to say, though, should the Knicks trade for Dejounte Murray, I'm going to say trade. I'm going to say I think you should do it. Do I think he's the perfect fit? No. Can you continue to chase that perfect fit? I don't know because it hasn't been found. You haven't found that guy yet. I want to hear from you, though. Type T for trade, type P for pass. I think it makes the Knicks better. I still think that there's another move that would have to come for them to be finals contenders, but it absolutely makes them better. Let me know what you think. As always, just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the holidays. If you're with your family, enjoy it. A lot of people don't get to see their family this time of the year, so enjoy it. We'll see you later. Hit that thumbs up icon, and Merry Christmas.